on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. His way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, it's Rice, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So it'll be first down here after the run. A handoff as they run the counter play. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd down, 8. They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 5. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing. But they watch the film as well, so they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. The play clock's running down.
Let's go!
Kaiser just getting the play off. And some space here. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Taylor. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. This will be caught inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. 1st and goal here from the 9.
Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now. 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Justin Houston in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And Murray's kick is up and good. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Come on, let's go. 38. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
To throw is Taylor. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff working right. Fighting through. He'll get 3 up to midfield. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Second down following the run.
Here we go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Third down. That's Grant. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 2 yards on that play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Play fake here on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll bring up second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go. 1-0. 1-0. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Here we go. 1-0.
Throwing again. Taylor caught on the right side by Dorsett. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Third down. It's Grant. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Kaiser now to throw on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They go play action here on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
So 2nd and 10 here. To throw again. Taylor. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 52 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C., and the Redskins there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On third down, Taylor. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They run the counter now on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. On second down, here's Taylor. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Kaiser on first down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Dorsett, the man in motion. Taylor now on third down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. An NFL update. Second quarter now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. To throw, Kaiser. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A 1st down throw for Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second down, Kaiser. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is ours. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now Taylor on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Taylor now off the bootleg. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried it deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. On third down, it's Grant. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Taylor to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Finding some room at midfield. And now running right through it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. And now a first down following that long gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Whoosh.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here we go. 1, 9,
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. And the Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Taylor. Complete to Dorsett. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
They'll try to sneak with Taylor.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Come on, let's go. Try 38.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 1, 9. Here we go. 1, 9.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Hopkins' kick is good. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And the Packers have just scored, and they'll add on to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First down, Kaiser. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back now in Cincinnati. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The tight end Henry here in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's Kaiser. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second and 5. On play action, Kaiser. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. 3rd down here.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Second down, Taylor. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Seahawks on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Halfback sent in motion. Now Taylor to throw on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Kaiser now on second down. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Now the Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to fire one deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go.
Kaiser to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 63 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he comes back with one complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Here we go. It's Taylor on fourth down. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week,
and he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Corey Grant with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Kaiser. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. J.J. Watt able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. Here's Kaiser. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Finds a seam inside the 40. There he goes left side. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And it was the Packers who were able to come away with a victory there. A win would be their first of the young season. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Back to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man has got it. It's complete. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Kaiser to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. A win would be their first of the young season. One final shot for Kaiser. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 40.
you.